Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic preview playthrough as the Galactic Republic. In the first episode, we went and took Volpter from the CIS, as well as a hard-fought space battle over Duro, where we unfortunately lost Wolf Yularen. So we had to put down the Wolf, and we are going to invade Duro. We're going to use a different group of Jedi this time, let Anakin and Obi-Wan have a rest. Show off some of the new models for Aayla Secura and Plo Koon, but the very, very, very old model for Mace Windu. So he looks horrible. He's going to have to get updated at some point. But anyways, before we get in, I'm just going to do this for the first few episodes, but if you are interested in getting a ship name and a playthrough and supporting the channel by becoming a patron or a Twitch sub, then there's information on how to do that in the description. That's what allows me to keep doing content production like this as a full-time job. So I appreciate consideration. If you can't or don't want to do it, totally understand that as well. But we are going to get back into it with the invasion of Duro. So first off, I guess we'll move some of these guys around. And let's get more heavy vehicles. These ones off of Karita.
Construction complete.
Oh, we don't have Brental. Yeah, so what I want to do first is get Duro and Brental. Then I'd also like to get Forost and Empress Tita. So we control the entire core at that point. Well, Moidia, but you know what I mean. And then we can work out in whichever direction we want from there. Probably sweep down and around.
At your command.
But I think that'll work out fairly well for us. You guys are going to come down here. And just have some extra clone troopers with us, I guess.
Transmission received.
This is being recorded live on Twitch as well, so I'm going to be responding to some questions from the chat box there. I'll make sure to read them before I respond so everyone knows what's going on with that. But I'm trying to make that as unintrusive as possible so the recordings aren't too different from when I do them solo, just with a little bit more interaction, a little bit more prompting for what you guys want to hear me talk about. But we do have some questions there, so... Or what soundtrack are you using? This is the Knights of the Old Republic, or the Tor soundtrack I put in the background of most videos.
Invasion commencing.
There are some parts that are really loud, some parts that are really quiet, but it's not in-game music. I don't use the in-game music because then it involves movie stuff that gets copyright flagged and demonetized on YouTube.
Choose your
So yay. TX-130. Let's get Yoda. I didn't want to use the other ones, but Yoda has that. Okay, this is for you guys to see what's in the mod, not for me to use Yoda spam. So all the other Jedi except for Yoda do have Luke's VO. I've only done Anakin and Obi-Wan so far as that goes, but...
Yes.
So like I mentioned last episode with Obi-Wan, the body model for Plo Koon has the same lightsaber issue where it's really long when it's supposed to be off. Kind of gets flipped by the importing, I think. But when we have the new cloaks implemented, that'll all be fixed.
I'm here.
Try to get the next landing zone for us.
Let me help you.
Oh, her animations are
I'm on it. The enemy has been
messed up, I guess.
I'm going.
Is her move animation missing?
On my way.
That's not good.
Come on. How can I help you? Skywalker here.
Oh,
Right there. Right.
one of them is missing. I think it thinks there's two.
May the force be with me.
Maybe one got renamed accidentally
I'll help
or
any way I
removed
can.
somehow.
Over there. You got it. I see it. Be right there.
Oh,
Heading
that's
there
something.
Now. I'll be there. Commander Skywalker reporting. You can count on me. I'll be there.
If Plo Koon dies because of this.
I understand. I'm on it. Understood. Unit destroyed. I'm going. Where do you need me? Awaiting your signal. Copy. Don't underestimate me. I understand.
Distracted by bugs. Alright, I think we'll need
Heading out.
that.
Unit capacity. I'm on it.
We're getting massacred.
Understood. I'm going. Going in.
Honestly, the Duro map isn't one that I love. I'd kind of want to replace it if we can with
Be right there.
some more options to progress.
Turret constructing.
Okay.
Let's go. What's your trooper? Skywalker reporting. On my way.
There's some wrist rockets we'll have to watch out for in this battle, I think. Nope. Duro, the B1. Duros are a bit tall.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you guys take cover.
More out, brother.
You snipe out the vehicles.
Construction complete. Transmit the order. My copy.
Ayla,
Right there.
you're not supposed to be that far up.
Yeah. Right.
You guys hang back.
Unit destroyed. I'm with you. At maximum
Destination
unit
set.
capacity. Stay close to me. Follow behind me. Let's go.
Four clones.
I'm here. Got it. Let's do this.
Alright, they're close enough.
Made a force sequence.
We'll start getting them in. Let's focus on the vehicles.
How can I help?
Because Ayla and Pokun are going to be able to handle the droids.
Commander Skywalker reporting. Where do you need me? Awaiting your signal. Got it.
Alright.
I'll help any way I can. Let's do this. What's the mission? I'll help any way I can. Skywalker reporting.
And let's get a repair pad
Over
here.
there, you got it. Repair station constructed.
You shouldn't be up too much further. You're fine there.
Transmit the order. I copy. Let's go. Now.
Nope.
Going in. Yes. I'm with you. Construction.
G2. There we go. We also don't have the generic Jedi in yet.
Don't underestimate.
They will be a thing you can build, just like regular Jedi
I
Knights.
see it. Be right there.
But we don't want to just have what we have in ICW currently, because those will need to be updated as well. But we want to have some slightly different ability sets and everything in the company. So different abilities, different stats.
How can I help you?
This is possibly worth it.
Commander Skywalker reporting. Heading there now.
It's a little bit more difficult for us too because we have no
You can count on
no bombing runs.
as easy as bullseye.
Whereas normally you'd have bombing runs and orbital bombardments to help with some of the breaking of this stuff.
Awaiting your signal.
Just not coded in yet.
I understand.
Alright.
I'm on it. Understood. I am a Jedi. Copy.
I thought I'd fixed it thinking the heroes from Mandalorians.
You'll find I'm full of surprise. What's the mission?
Yeah, you don't need to both be doing this. Here's some wrist rockets for us. Alright, another repair platform will be here.
Skywalker reporting.
Whoa.
Repair station constructing.
And I guess
Be right
If
there.
we're gonna have Yoda, we don't need, we don't necessarily need a sensor node.
Secure the landing zone. I copy.
Right away.
Come on, Deltas.
Construction complete. Yes.
Alright.
There now.
Plo Koon. Ayla Sakura.
I am ready.
Mace Windu has Palpatine's voice for whatever reason. I thought he'd have Luke's.
That's easy as bullseyeing womp rats.
By my will, I shall. Ready.
Where's our boy Yoda?
No one commands me. I do.
Let's do this. For our brothers.
Stay close to me. You can count on me.
Meditate on this, I will. Shroud the battlefield. The dark side no longer down.
There we go.
Nope, get back here. Get back here.
Buzzing ready.
Y'all get back here. Come on, Deltas. I think I have the Delta Squad set to use the clone VO right now.
Let's go. Starting kill sweep.
Yeah.
Going in tight.
So eventually they'll have, like,
Going in.
Republic Commando VO probably.
Target sighted.
With you, trooper.
I think right now the
Let's do this.
Delta Squad units are also using the original Father Republic mini-mod setup. So that'll be a thing that changes, so they're using
What?
different abilities, different loadouts, different stats than they currently are.
I've got point.
Reinforcement point contested.
Should be easy.
Buzzing ready.
All the heroes are still alive.
How can I help you?
Ayla, can you... There we go. We're good.
Skywalker here.
We have a
Go team! Next orbital bombardment is going in that.
Commander Skywalker reporting. You'll find I'm full of surprises.
I think Plo Koon might be missing a collision mesh.
You're overconfident.
Jesus, Yoda! Yoda, it's nothing serious. This is in episode 2.
Help you I can. A gently
Secure the landing
flows
zone.
from the force.
Where do you need me? Last mistake they'll ever make.
yes.
Needed I have. My ally is the force.
I am in command. What do you want?
Care about that? No, we don't really care about
I
that.
fear no one.
Awaiting your signal.
Piece of cake has come.
I think Yoda kept the regular ability stats when it was a castable thing, instead of having the Berserk that we use as the regular Jedi attack, so that they don't get messed up by being melee. So he might be a little bit OP right now too. Oh, he may not be.
Look, I so old to young eyes, do I? Come.
Starting kill sweep.
Meditate on this, I will. Shroud the battlefield. The dark side no longer does. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will.
By my will, I will
Reinforcement point
witness
contested.
my
Copy.
victory.
There they are. I'll get them.
Mace, you need to calm down.
With you, trooper.
Alright, those are AV turrets. Oh, they're
We've
leaving.
lost the landing zone.
Yeah, it's mostly just the Duros and a couple squads of B1s. They go absolutely clanked. feel like the quality of the voice has definitely gone down since my first recording of it.
System control achieved.
What are we going
At your
to
command.
do with you, my shoe?
At your command.
I'm gonna split up some of these guys. I'll read their names when they go into a battle. Just I don't want to spend too much time on the galactic map where they're able to move freely. I'm gonna put these ones in with that fleet.
All ahead.
I think we do have the Eta 2s in. I'm not 100% sure about that, and I don't want to try using Anakin and Obi-Wan in space just in case the game crashes or something. Greetings, Commander. Our testing has revealed areas in which our clone units may be improved to superior equipment. If you can provide us the necessary funding on Kamino, we can begin the upgrade process immediately for all future clone batches. So what this does, it has no icon right now, I don't think. But if you go to the Research and Structures tab, we can research Clone Trooper Armor Phase 2. It won't switch out our current Phase 1 troopers. We're not sure if we want to do that, but it will mean that we unlock the ability to build Clone Trooper Phase 2s. So we'll save up some money for potentially getting that underway. Is the Coruscant capital down? Yeah. We're also going to want to... Oh, right. ATRTs are done. And we haven't ever used any of them. So let's do that. But, yeah. So that's going to be a thing. And... let's combine some of these
We'll be there
fleets.
soon. Understood. At your command.
You guys go... Nope. You guys
Moving
go over
into
there.
position.
Actually, you're going to go back to Kuwa.
All out.
Because we are going to try to invade Brental and Balmorra. Probably won't get both of them in this episode, but...
Moving to sector.
much of an improvement is Phase 2. They've got some slightly better health, some slightly better speed.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'd say it's... not necessarily something you need to rush, but it's still worth getting the improvement.
Enemy unit sighted.
Cantivel's here, who I spent the entire last playthrough
Choose
calling
your
Martuk.
reinforcements.
Carrot commander here.
Well, first, Valkyria
Let's move out.
and dabbing is
Let's
illegal.
go.
Our anti-structure team. We'll get this Architens
Charge
to
laser
fly in that
cannons.
way.
I copy.
Which opens them up for this. Aggressive peacekeeping.
Moving out.
Serenity now. Astro
On our
Megaship.
way.
Rice
Reinforcements
Paddle.
cancelled.
Heading for coordinates.
Let's get some anti-fighter support in there. So the LAC
away.
and Krellian
Heading out.
Corvette. Along with Apos
Engines to
Pride.
full.
And Dreading
Moving.
this. And maybe an Acclimator. Democracy Warlord Star.
Moving out.
Right there. We'll let those vendors get in first. And we'll support them now with Roger Scrapper. Indefatigable. And again, these units are just in the playthroughs. They're not something that's actually in the mod on release. SS Storm? Or
Reinforcements cancelled.
66. SS Stormborn, I was right.
Understood.
I dread not.
All ahead.
And regular Acclimator
Let's
1
move
carrier
out.
loadout. Then we'll fill in the gaps
Fire at
however
will.
seems
Reporting in.
best.
Reporting. Attacking.
Cruiser online.
Reporting in. Open fire on those laser cannons. Copy that. Taking fire. I'm on them. Targeting.
Target locked.
Weapons online.
Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go? Ready.
I regret not opening the playthrough with just
Our
hello
target
there.
priority is the laser cannons.
Reporting.
Alright, it looks like it's going to be this side. So let's throw in me and the boys piloting a Republic Dreadnought.
Engines to full.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, hell no.
The launch
Regular Dreadnought. Rise of the Republic.
Engines to full.
And a
Moving
Carrot.
to sector.
Falling out of formation. Draw their fire.
Our primary drive system is down.
Attack formation. Yes, sir.
Awaiting command.
The CS have their Numidian gunnery battalion. We, again, with stuff like local units and
Yes, Commander.
any kind of planet-specific stuff, or
Standing by.
judicial forces, all that kind of stuff, that'll be
On
after
our way.
core content is done.
Go after the stragglers. Getting a lock. Intercepting. Regroup for another attack.
Focusing the Lucre Hulk first could be a mistake.
Star Cruiser standing by.
So have this task force at least
Behind them.
What are your orders?
on some of the other stuff. And we are closing in on this side now.
Heading for
I was hoping they'd focus on this a little bit more.
Move to attack.
Mark 170s,
I'm on them.
Lucre Hulk.
Coming
I'm
around.
gonna focus down that one.
Orders,
My
sir?
sights. Standing by.
Awaiting orders.
Locking on.
We've lost the shield generator.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Copy.
Carrot
Back
commander
around
here.
for another run. Target locked.
Our engines are out.
Fire for maximum
Heavy
effect.
cruiser standing by.
Eliminating target.
Reporting.
Cruiser standing by.
Captain here.
We've lost the launch bay. I copy. Our primary drive system is down.
Excellent shot.
Yeah, focusing the Lucre Hulk is definitely letting them get a lot of damage onto our
Stay in formation.
our ships.
Fire on the shield
Use your
generator.
reinforcements.
Reporting
Behind
in.
them. I have them now.
Enemies in range.
I'm on them.
Open fire on those laser
Down.
cannons.
Locking on.
What are your orders?
We've managed to take out a few other frigates.
My sights. Coming back around for another run. Getting a lock.
Copy that.
Intercepting. Enemies in
Astro
range.
Megaship is taking a
Weapons
beating.
online.
Target locked. Eliminating target. Target locked. Excellent shot. I got one. Roger that.
Right, there's a Munificent
The lasers
down.
are our target.
These recusants are
Target at maximum
not
firepower.
long for this world either.
Range.
Enemies incoming.
Armored craft. Form up. Taking fire. Move to attack. Stay in formation. Target locked.
They've destroyed our
Get
lasers.
behind
Okay,
them.
you're gonna fly in a little bit closer.
Eliminating target. Awaiting orders. Commander, they're hitting us. Target
Our
locked.
lasers are down.
I have them now.
Cantivo's hero buff isn't fantastic.
Yes,
Like
Commander.
a 5% health buff, so I'm gonna try to take him down, but I'm still
I got
more concerned about other stuff.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
What do the CIS call their judicial forces? They didn't really have a judicial forces that was, like they had the individual
Where'd he go?
whatever from each corporation that joined. Because one of the big issues the CIS faced in the Clone Wars was
Got them in my sights.
unifying their
I
command
copy.
structure
Enemy
in the first
forces
place.
sighted. For another run.
Where, while the Republic was building up from just judicial forces,
Locking on.
they at least had everything unified from the start.
Intercept.
Relatively unified. Like, there were still planetary defense forces and everything, but the idea of it being centralized wasn't entirely foreign to them.
Star Cruiser
But
here.
with the CIS, it wasn't until Grievous, actually, that
Stay
Fire.
they had it all unified and mixed
Star
properly.
Cruiser standing by.
target locked. Excellent shot.
Attack that target.
Behind them. I have them now.
Yeah, I might do some of the fighter spawn corrections between the episodes
Enemies in range.
that behave a little bit better.
Target locked. Cruiser here. I'm
Our
on.
engines are out.
We're in position. Fire. Coming around. Attack formation.
Heavy cruiser
We won't have the
standing
same swarms of Republic fighters.
by. Fire for effect.
Roger that.
Reporting in.
Form up.
Cruiser online.
Go after the stragglers.
The lasers are our target.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, you get in there.
Got them in my sights.
Carrot Commander
Excellent shot. I got one.
Ready.
Coming back around for another.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Oh, cool turbo laser. There you go.
The launch bay is gone.
Yes, sir.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Regroup for another attack.
Locking on.
Copy.
Enemies in range. Intercepting. Target locked.
I copy.
Eliminating target. I'm on them. Stay in formation.
Oh. Was on tees
Your
are
orders, sir.
super OP.
Target sighted.
Lost the shield generator.
They're doing a lot of
Destroyed
damage.
our lasers.
I have them now.
Probably try to deal with them sooner than later.
Reporting.
Excellent shot.
We may not actually be able to win this,
Standing
so
by.
I'm on.
Order confirmed. Destroy the shield generator.
Destroy those lasers.
Slick. More enemy craft. I got one.
Reporting.
got a bunch of our frigates on this side.
Taking fire.
Come about.
Okay, let's see if we can
Commander,
Charge
they're hitting
laser
us.
cannons. What are your
focus
orders?
them down a little bit better.
I'm losing.
Coming around.
Attacking.
There.
Where to run?
Copy that.
Got them in my sights.
Yeah, they're still jumping in reinforcements.
Standing by.
Enemies in range.
Coming back around for another run.
Calculating jump to light speed. Falling out of.
They had too much in reserve for us there.
Draw their
Our
fire.
shields are down.
Attack formation. Go after
Our
the
primary
stragglers.
drive system is down.
Regroup
We've lost
for
our
another
launch bay.
attack. They're coming in.
The
quick.
launch bay is gone.
Did only one Venator survive? Yeah, the Gozantes right now really skewed that. Not sure why they're nuking stuff so much, but they are. What was Pelion doing during the Battle of Yavin? He was just... I don't think they ever really covered much of that.
At your command.
Well, since they're kind of bruised there, I'm gonna send Dalin's fleet into Brental.
All ahead.
Chandrilla fleet, I'm gonna switch back down to Duro.
Carrick en route.
Constructing.
Probably use this group again
It will be
for taking Brental.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, that's actually still not something we want to fight. We could probably take Balmorra and pick away at their forces that way.
Look, sir, it's them.
Yeah, there was no way we were taking this down with that other fleet. I think we're gonna get out of here. Oh boy.
Calculating jump to light speed.
I think so far I've used probably 80% of the patron space units. I, again, haven't coded in the ground units just yet. Those should be coded in hopefully by Sunday. This week has been a very, very busy week so far. It was getting ready for this playthrough, getting ready for the release of Imperial Civil War 2.3 and some other stuff. So I'm actually surprised that's all gone as smoothly as it has. Unfortunately, it has meant that only one datapad video this week, which honestly, datapad's doing a lot better. So datapad is my lore channel for anyone unfamiliar with that, where basically just do 5 to 10 minute videos on different Star Wars lore topics, and it's gone really well so far. I think there are days that it comes close to Corey Loses for views already. Alright, if we combine these guys... Probably going to break the UI a little bit. So let's move out some of the acclimators just for sanity's sake. And let's see if we can take Balmorra.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, we can take Balmorra. We trap those units into Brental. Then we can pick away at them as we need to.
Inbound.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, Dark Rose. Get in there. Play AOTF. Find problem driving. Press negotiations. Titanic. Let's get some anti-fighter here, so when they do bombing runs, they die.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Arc
Reinforcements
11s.
cancelled.
Understood.
Happy Little Accidents. Admiral Weiler. Jay Stalin.
Engines to
Couple dreadnoughts on this side. There we go.
Moving to
Maximum
sector.
unit capacity.
You guys are going to just take out these
Heavy
garrisons
cruisers
and the
standing
stations
by.
first.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Carrot Commander here.
Weapons online.
Reporting.
And this side's going to focus down there, except for
Ready for action. Standing by.
you guys who are going to go for the fighters.
Yes, sir.
You guys who are also going to go for fighters.
More enemy craft. I got.
There we go. Going in tight.
Taking fire.
Captain here.
Sir, detected.
Oh, see, those aunties are really shredding the capital ships even.
Go. Intercepting.
Dreadnought cruiser.
It's not especially obvious why. So that's still one of the balance issues we're trying to work out.
I'm on them.
Let's go. Reporting. I copy, sir. Ready to
Target
fire.
locked. Nowhere to run.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
Eliminating target. Stay in formation.
Awaiting command.
Target locked.
Yes, Commander.
Get behind
Disable
them.
their engines.
Falling out of formation.
Gonna switch the Arc 170s.
I got one.
You guys still going for those.
Fire. Locking on. Enemies in range.
Captain
Well, they only
here.
launched the one torpedo. So
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
even though there's 3 of them, it shouldn't be any different from like a quarter of a
Eliminating target.
bomber squadron, I don't think.
Star Cruiser here. Star Cruiser standing by.
Regroup for another
Roger that.
attack. I'm on them.
Attacking
Our
target.
fighter bay.
At
Target
once.
locked. Excellent shot.
Make sure you guys are focusing on the fighter bay as well.
Captain here.
And since the structure's down, you can kill the Munificence.
Waiting orders.
Locking on.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Got them in my sights. Enemies in
Dreadnought
range.
cruiser ready.
Coming back around.
Engines to full.
Copy.
Target locked.
I copy.
The real question though is whether I should just make a regular steak tonight
Reporting.
or beef and broccoli.
Fire at will.
I'm
I've been working on getting a beef and broccoli recipe down so I don't have to order Chinese food, which will help me save money, because that's like the only takeout that I still
Attacking.
Stay in formation.
get for its own sake. Like sometimes if I'm really busy, I'll get fast food, or if I just need to leave the house for
Cruiser standing by.
a little bit, because it's
I'm on.
like I wake up 5 feet behind me, I work here, and then I have no reason to leave my house except when I'm grocery shopping or something. But
I got one.
Enemies incoming.
Around for another run.
can we get the engines?
Direct fire on the engines. Intercepting.
I misclicked.
Enemies in range.
I would have been able to.
Target locked.
Nope. I would have been able to. What did Jedi commanded space fighters or Venators? So we've given them all fighters because if you do a mixed ground and space hero, there's multiple problems within the game with that. So we avoid it as much as possible. For one thing, the AI doesn't recognize it. It'll basically only use it as a ground hero, which is why Palpatine has been separated from the Eclipse in ICW. And there's enough Space Command heroes in other places that we don't really need the
Invasion commencing.
Jedi hero to have Venators as well. That would be very overpowered for the Republic, especially overpowered for the Republic when the player is playing them, which is like the worst combination of overpowered.
Choose
Because
your
the AI can't use it
reinforcements.
properly.
Here am I. Meditate on this. I will.
Incoming.
Order acknowledged.
Speeders, let's... E6.
Destination set.
Capacity.
Shrouds this place. The dark side
We can
down.
get that landing zone. That would be helpful.
Let's do this.
And generally, in cases where Jedi had a recognizable command Venator, there's other people that we could make it be under anyways.
Go. Follow behind me.
At the ready. Destination ahead.
Need help here? Careful when sensing the future. You, a long time.
Right, Yoda.
Surprise. They will be
Ready to receive orders.
waiting. I am patient. Yes, a powerful ally. Force it. There.
No.
I will go. Soon. Be there. I will. Go. I will.
Choose your reinforcements.
Order acknowledged.
Stop. They must be. What help can I be?
Comlink active.
Alright, let's back off a little bit.
Ready am I. Suggest that place, do you? You seek Yoda?
There we go. Now they're talking. Close range assault.
A lot of these core planets have like full garrison plus structure garrisons, so they're going to be a little bit harder to break through. And then some of the outer rim ones like Hypori and Geonosis.
A Jedi craves not these things.
Alright, making progress.
Agree, I do.
I'm not sure if Yoda has a self-heal.
Concentrate. You
Most of the
must.
Jedi do.
Mind what you have learned.
Yoda may not right now.
Look, I so old to young eyes, do I?
There we go.
Form up. Let's move out. Let's go.
Now they're talking.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Juggernauts, like all the units in both mods function the same way. It's based on the same coding. So all the logic applied in one place applies to another unless there's a specific reason it shouldn't.
Let's go. Now.
So that applies to both space and ground pop gap and anything like that.
Help you I can.
With you, trooper.
We're gonna get a repair platform here.
A long time have I watched.
Construction complete. Repair
Waiting,
station
I am.
constructing.
Come.
Let's do
And
this.
Copy.
Construction complete.
I copy. Keep going.
For our brother.
Yes.
let's see what we can
Shroud
see.
The battlefield. The
Oh,
dark side.
they're all coming around this way. Actually, we can kill most of that.
There we go.
Reporting.
Let's kill their
This
base
way.
first.
There we're talking. Going in.
Yes, sir. Over there. Engines activated.
Come on. Follow behind me.
Yes, Commander.
Shrouds this place. The dark side down.
Where are you rolling to?
Ready. Attack that target.
How do you do the Jedi fighter, but there's a Venator's reskin. So with the open circle fleet, the way that'll be represented
Let's go.
is if Wolf Yularen is in the battle, it'll have the open circle fleet insignia. But
Let's do this.
I'm not sure what you mean by if there's a Venator in the battle tree skin with a clone. So for what the Jedi are in there, it doesn't really apply the same way.
For our brothers.
We're not making the Jedi attached to flagship unless they don't have a fighter.
Going in.
Lancet standing by.
There we go.
Bombardment available. We've secured a landing zone.
Now we're talking. Follow
Let's
behind me.
bombard their office.
On my way, sir.
Heading out.
On my way.
I do.
At maximum capacity.
Come on. Get it, hostile. Follow me. Fast hard. Charge.
Reinforcement point contested. Unit destroyed.
Starting kill switch. Going in touch.
No, that is the red bridge thing would only be done for actual flagship, like actual hero flagships.
Needed I am. Careful once
Our
this
base is under attack.
Stay together. Starting assault.
We wouldn't just make them have red bridges because there's Jedi in the battle.
Skywalker reporting.
Let's go.
Patience.
Let's get your butt.
I shall crush the rebellion. Come with me.
Let's
Reinforcement point contested.
I guess they've got some anachronistic spawns still.
Landing zone.
We have a new enemy. What are you waiting for? Annihilate them.
Sith Lord Mace Windu still. There's Jug going backwards. So Juggernauts were specifically designed to be able to go either direction. It has a cab on both ends. Oh, the proper model does. This is using the FOC one. We do have an A5 model. I think we'll probably still need to update the A6 model. But the technically for one of them, for the A5, I think it was, this would be forward. For the A6, this would be forward. But for both, they could drive just as well in either direction and had command bases in either direction.
What do you
It
want?
was kind of the way they got around the fact that it was so cumbersome if you needed to turn
Fear
around.
No one. No one
Reinforcement point
survives.
contested.
Stay together.
Maybe is going to go with one of those. And I'm going to get one of these clone squads up there.
Lost the landing zone.
Let's do this. For our brothers. There we go. I got you. There we go. Come on.
One of the unfortunate things, though, is that Empire at War, even though it allows the multiple directional movement, the animation still plays the same way. So the wheels go the wrong direction. I'm not sure if there's any way around that.
Look, I'm so old to young eyes, do I?
Let's do this.
The time has come.
For our brothers. There we go. Close range assault.
Would use all you reach. Look as good you are. Here am I.
Let's do this.
Okay, they're leaving. Did lose the lat in the swamp speeders, but got Balmorra, and that locks off Brental. So I think we are going to leave that there for today. So once again, thanks for watching, everyone. That is going to do it for the stream as well. So the first 2 episodes were recorded here together. Tomorrow's episode, which will be Sunday, will be recorded on its own. Then hopefully any missing patron units will be get edited by then. If you do want to take part in that and become a patron or a Twitch sub, there are links in the description going over how that works. So once again, hope you guys are enjoying this look at Fall of the Republic so far. Again, very much a work in progress. A lot of balancing and optimization to be done in different areas, but hope you guys have got a decent idea of what the mod kind of looks like and how it plays and all that. We'll try to use the ATRTs next episode, but that's going to do it. So, good night, everyone.